Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail together with my co-interviewers, and today we have the pleasure of speaking with one of our esteemed alumnus, Engineer Jansen Carlo Odron, who graduated from Liceo de Cagayan University in the year 2018. And recently, he graduated last year in his master's degree. We're really excited to hear about his journey since leaving our halls and how his experiences here in Liceo helped shape where he are today.
So hi everyone, I am Chloe Margaret De Vera, one of the mag-interview kay Sir.
I'm also one of the interviewer. My name is Angela Margaret.
I'm also one of the interviewers. My name is Regine Yuri Ilahas.
Afternoon sir, so under me ni Ma'am Annabel Cabrado sa social orientation, and kaning nga interview sir is kuan lang sir, pinakauna lang ni sir para maka-meet lang po tang tanan. So ang question first sir is, how are you today?
I'm fine. So a bit tired kay kapaman nag-defense, but all in all I'm still fine. Good.
Okay, sir, thank you. So thank you so much for your time with us. We really appreciate it. And so start off, can you please introduce yourself to our audience, your name, graduation batch, and current occupation or role?
Okay, so hello everyone. I am Engineer Jansen Carlo F. Odron. I graduated last 2018 under College of Engineering. I have taken up the course Civil Engineering, and I have also taken up my master's here. I graduated last year, so 2024, under Master of Management in Management Engineering.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, sir, how does it feel to be back or to reconnect with the Liceo community?
For me, it's very nice to be back as not as a student but also as part of the growth of the company itself, no, the institution itself, and as one of the pillars, no, or foundation nga ni kuan sa imo. It's very nice to have a change in perspective, no, from being a student, then after a few years you became an employee. So murag you expand your horizons as time goes by. So wala siya.
All right. So what do you miss? What do you miss most about your days at Liceo?
So what I miss being at Liceo is the carefree na ko nga mga days, no, back when I had problems nga dili related to adulting. So kana siya kanang back when my problems were still coping up with my assignments, doing my homework, doing my projects, doing the thesis. So it's very nostalgic pod when you look back to those times. So kana pod ako usa nga na-miss when I was a student pod. So karon more work related, so more on kayod, more on working. So times nga ma-miss na ko ang student life na ko before sa Liceo. So wala siya.
Okay, thank you, sir. So for the main interview.
So for the main interview, I have 6 questions, sir. So first question is, what were some of your most memorable experiences during your time at Liceo?
Okay. So back when I was still a student in Liceo, so I have experienced a lot of things, no. So I got to experience being a student leader, no. I also experienced joining extracurricular activities. So those were the moments nga ako ang na-miss, no, and also being part of the Dean's Lister. So mo na siya. Ako ang nakuan po. So achieving academic excellence, no, while balancing extracurricular activities.
Okay, since you mentioned, sir, na you joined some extracurricular activities, no? So what extracurricular activities or organizations were you involved in during your time here at Liceo?
Okay. So when I was in college, no, from second year to fourth year, I was part of the student body organization in College of Engineering. So in second year, I was a student commissioner, no, sports com rather. Then third year, I was a secretary in our sub-org, JPIS, Kibali. Then fourth year, I became president sa student body na mo there is College of Engineering. So wala siya. And then I also joined Rodasa Repertory, if you were still familiar with that one. Katong mga frontliners sa Rodasa Hall back when may mga theater. We were also doing that back in college. And also I also joined outside school na mga organizations such as the ASPICE, which is the Unified Students Philippine Institute of Civil Engineering Students. No. So muna siya murag citywide nga organization for schools that has civil engineering as their course. So I was also one of the officers anak nga org.
So moving on, how did your education at Liceo help shape your personal and professional growth?
Okay, so the education I experienced in Liceo, wala gyud nagkulang si Liceo when it comes to giving us quality education. So without the help from our instructors, we wouldn't have this technical, not only technical but also the outside school nga experience, such as kanang unsa imong buhaton outside of work, sa imong skills na dapat nimo matun-an in work, not only in work but also outside of work. So it was also taught to us, especially in your higher years, nga you don't need to focus only on the theoretical but also the outside po nga kuan dili ka bookish dapat, more on experience.
So fourth question na, can you share your career path after graduating from Liceo?
So for my career path, after graduating, so nag-review pa ko for 6 months. Then I took the board exam, and then a month after, I took up a work sa civil engineering gap na work. So I was a field engineer at a private firm. So I just lasted for 6 months lang. Kay after that one, I resigned, and then after a few days after I resigned, tawag man si office. So they needed an instructor sa civil engineering, kay medyo kulang daw kono. So wala siya. Once I got the call, I was called here and then had a teaching demo. Then after that one, a few days, I started working here. Then I started working here last 2019. So naabtan pa na ako ng pandemic. So 2019, I was a part-timer. Then 2020, nahimo na ako full-time din sa Liceo. Then 2020 up until now, nahimo na ako part sa faculty.
So fifth question, what advice would you give to current Lycean students who are preparing to graduate?
Okay, so for students na graduating, so kung maingon lang sa inyo is balance your time, sa inyong ACADS, especially that you're graduating na maganda thesis. So it's very draining. So of course maglisod man gyud ka og kanang prioritize asa dapit ang inyong unahon, kung thesis ba or mag-study ba ka. So I advise to you that you allocate your time properly, and then prioritize accordingly kung dapit ang pinaka-importante, then dapit ang pinaka-least important. So priority gyud despite sa ato ang time management. So time management yun, in general, mo gina siya ang advice.
What values or lessons from Liceo do you carry with you in your daily life and work?
Okay, so for your values, so values naman tayo ginatawag sa Liceo nga core values, Licean core values. So kanang Licean core values, natay loyalty, discipline, service, excellence, So, ang pinaka nag-resonate sa ako dira is si loyalty. Wala siya ang resonate sa ako. So, I was a student back in high school pag yun diri sa Liceo. So, from first year high school, then nag-college ko diri, then nag-masters pag yun ko diri. So, it takes a lot of dedication and willpower, especially for students to give loyalty to something or to someone. no, and I hope nga dili po dapat na siya blind loyalty. You also need to see, no, who you're offering your loyalty to. Pag-ano nimo kung kuan ba siya, kanang worth it ba siya nga pagka-loyal, no? So you also need to see that pod as a person. Then of course, see excellence kana pod. So embody excellence in everything you do, no? So dili lang kamo stoop low sa imong experience, no? So do not settle for less, kibali. So mo na siya. So always do your best, no, even though you think that it's not best, but it's the best for everyone. So mo na siya ang values nga resonate ko most with.
Okay, so hello sir, kaning nanata sa closing interview. So we will have anong half mini Miss Angela aning apart. So for the first question, sir, if you could go back in time and give advice to your younger self while you were still a student at Liceo, what would you say?
So if I were to give an advice to my younger self, I would say balance your time good, because back when I was in college, I almost lost my scholarship because as I've said, I was part with different na mga student orgs, and because of that I was not able to balance my time properly. So if I could give an advice to my younger self, mo na siya, no? So learn your priorities, no, unsay dapat unahon, because in the end student mangyapon ta, no, dili dapat nato biyaan nga to ang responsibilities as a student. So studies comes first ahead ng uban. Tama na siya.
Thank you, sir. Sa second question, since you've mentioned earlier, sir, nga you have spent your high school and college days sa Liceo, how do you stay connected to Liceo or to your former classmates today?
And I stay connected with my classmates through naman mi GC manggod. So we have also sa back in high school na pud may kanang mga GC social media, no, in general. So we sometimes talk, no, or chat in your social media, so mainly Messenger, dayon usay sa Instagram, no, mo siya. And also we keep in touch through updates sa mga Twitter, no, man na siya. So dara mga X na siya karon, so kanang Messenger, mga Facebook, no. So wala siya ang mong one way of connecting with each other. Then with my other pod nga classmates sa high school, we also have this yearly nga get together. So mo na siya, gakita mi every Christmas. So gatipok-tipok mi, and then we spend time with each other, reminisce, balik-balik ang mga storya sa mga kabuang. So mo na siya mo ang one way of connecting sa mo ang kwan.
Thank you, sir. So last question from me, would you encourage others to study at Liceo? Why or why not?
Yes, so mo na siya ako ang ingon good. So I highly encourage everyone, no, to study in Liceo because not only are they capable in teaching students with the hard skills, no, which is katong mga theoretical gid nga mga knowledge, they also excel in teaching students with soft skills or skills that are needed outside of our scholastic nga sphere, no. So it's very mo na siya ang murag nakapa tsada sa Liceo, no, because they're not only limited to one scope of teaching, but they also try to cater to other fields of teaching. Dili lang siya bookish kibali nga type. So they also spend time in gaining their knowledge outside of work, no, and then share it to others. So
Thank you, sir. So next.
So my question, sir, is what legacy or message would you like to leave for future generations of Liceans?
okay, so what type of legacy? So to the younger Liceans out there, always embody the core values of Liceo. Wala siya. So si discipline, si loyalty, si excellence, si integrity, o si service. Because those 5 values helps us attain your total human formation. Namtayan ang ginatawag, no? So with being totally formed, no, you're able to become a total nga citizen, no? Globally competitive nga person, and aside from that, you're also an empathic pod nga person to the society.
So, any final words or shout outs you'd like to share with your former teachers, classmates, or the Liceo community?
Okay, so hi to to my past professors, si Sir Daganta, Sir, to my faculty, sa mga professors sa una sa CAS. So, shout out po din sa mga guidance counselors nila, si Ma'am Shorny, si Ma'am Raffles. So, wala siya. So, hi!
So, thank you again for sharing your story, sir. We're honored to have you. Anything else you'd like to add before we end this interview, sir?
So, ang ako lang is, pagpadayon lang mo sa inyong school lang yun, pagtarong lang yun. Mora gina siya. So, I'm also glad that, I'm also very, natandog akong ako self kay nahatagan kong time o kanang privilege to have this interview. So, mora na siya. And then, thank you for having me here. So, mora na siya.
He reminded us that loyalty should not be blind. Being loyal doesn't mean sacrificing what truly matters, especially our studies, as someone who has been a student leader and spent half of his life in the same. He spoke from experience. He even mentioned that he almost lost his scholarship, and his life story was very interesting. Hearing that made me realize that success does not come easy, and we all go through struggles. But what stood out most was his reminder that studies should always come first before anything else. It made me reflect that while leadership, friendship, and loyalty are important, our education is still the foundation of our future.
Through my interview with Engineer Johnson, I learned two important lessons. First, he emphasized that proper time management is the key to balancing life and academics. This made me realize that life doesn't revolve around academics alone. We all have responsibilities and experiences outside school. But to succeed in both areas, we need a solid time management plan. It's not just about studying hard, but also managing your time wisely, so we can grow in other aspects of our life.
What I learned with my interview with Sir is that he really emphasized about time management, and I agree, especially since I'm not in college and there's so many things to do in our major and minor subjects, and also having a life outside of school. So it's really important to manage our time, and I think also that managing our time can be very helpful in the long run and is a good way to discipline ourselves to stick to a time schedule. So that's what really stuck with me when we had our interview with Sir.
I believe interviewing with our alumna, Sir Jess, was truly an inspiring experience since we have delved into her past memories through his high school and college years. We have mentioned all his hardship since he was also balancing his life as a student leader, and at the same time, he too himself enjoyed just like any other students. He really has a well-built, balanced life. In fact, I'm starting to apply it to myself as a college student, maging balance, not just focused in ACADS, puro ACADS, but also to remind myself to also enjoy and to make the most of the present moment right now, because it's only once. I will only experience it once a month as a student. That's all.
So, good evening everyone. I am Chloe Margaret Vera, one of the interviewer by Engineer Johnson, and I am sorry because I know it's a little dark in here, and gabi na mo ko na-film because I was too busy, and so I would like to say thank you so much, Engineer Johnson, because I've learned so much from you, and you are one of my inspiration toward this journey, toward this college life as a first year. So,
thank you sa mga advice nga magkuan lang gyud og time management, especially og daghan kag mga extracurricular activities. Like for me, badminton ko, and it's really hard because daghan ko ginamanage nga things, especially kay just pa ko kaning alive. So I just want to say thank you so much for the lesson, Engineer Chanson. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Inspirasi tanpa batas, you know who I am. Notasi